We are back, and so is Eli Tomac, and Jason Anderson knows it. As we went to break, Anderson's lead, basically with 4 laps to go, started putting together a furious charge. And now Anderson is going to have to respond. There's only a lap, and now clearly Anderson is aware of it.
Anderson is completely aware. You saw him look over the shoulder. He knows Tomac is coming. Anderson.
Tomac is right there. This could come down to the final lap, and the fans at Glen Helen are being treated to a great one down the stretch.
Coming like a freight train. Do not look over your shoulder, Jason Anderson. Anderson, a mistake. Is that a big
Tomac's
mistake?
right there. This is going to be it. A pass for the lead out of nowhere.
Was that a mistake, or was that Husky just wasn't giving all the power? We do have a
Roczen, a good start out of the gate. Can he lead them out of the first turn? He does. Moto's
picked there on the outside. Oh, mistake from Roczen.
And that actually slows up Musquin, allows Tomac to pass them both and take over the lead in the number 1.
Inside, no.
Ooh, that was close. Roczen's not giving up, but in fact, he still is able to make it happen. There was virtually no.
He's for the 51, the blue Yamaha. He's got a little bit of pink on his gear. He likes that color. Marvin
moves on each other, and now Tomac with a good line of the downhill. Oh, and then Roczen off the racetrack. Going to hand the lead back over. Can he hustle and try to
race? If you can't feel your throttle.
Musquin trying to go to the inside. Grant started to cut you off, and he just did that to Roczen. You can tell this is the first time not able to pull the trigger on a pass. That's around the outside, a little bit too long of a distance. But that was the first time he was officially next to. Big decision maker as they jump downhill here. There's lines on the inside and outside of the bottom of the hill. They're absolutely rushing it into every turn now as the clock is set to expire. Next time around, it'll be 2 laps to go. So
where will he make his attack? He actually is pretty good through this section here, but he's not close enough.
You see the card on the right side of your screen. Now the left side as we switch the angle. So here it is. If Musquin has any lines picked out.
This great battle.
And they are essentially matching. Oh, as Tomac was wide and Musquin almost had him.
They're just going at it. They're tired. They're fatigued. There isn't a perfect line. There isn't a perfect
Musquin
situation.
outside line. Got side by side with him.
They're to the left. They're on the right to get the blue flag. Blue flag warns him that they're coming.
Side by side. White flag is out. Musquin tried using the outside.
Tomac has not really made a mistake yet, but Musquin's good through here. He's really close this time.
Okay, he's going to try to jump down the rollers. They almost come together. Rush it out of the corner. Momentarily the lead for Musquin. Tomac gets it back.
The ruts come back together there.
They're at the top. When they drop back down, this is where Musquin's been very fast on this straightaway.
He's committed. He's got to go to the outside. Oh!
Can he make the pass on the outside? Big downhill section here. Oh, it's so tempting to rush it. You can make a big mistake. Marvin Musquin flying down this hill. Big triple out. Tomac's going to hold it under extreme pressure. He wins the Red Bull High Point National. And he's got the Kawasaki leading everyone into the first turn. Can he hold it coming out? Looks like he's going to get edged by Ken Roczen.
A little bit wide. But what a great start there for, was it Harrison?
A long, sweeping downhill corner. I thought Tomac might have had a line. No, Roczen shut it down. Tomac tries to settle in and figure out what to do with Roczen. It is allowing Barsha to get right in the fray. See that Yamaha, the big combination of jumps. Let's see how Roczen does it. Able to get all the way on top of that big table.
Honda, right. Cowie, Yamaha, Suzuki, Husqvarna, and KTM. That is...
As a fan of a couple of years ago, we didn't even have 6 brands competing, let alone 6 brands up front. So yeah, it's Roczen over Tomac. Hand is doing a good job. Still at 8. Now Tomac looking for an opening. Going past the mechanics area. He took on more roofs. Left. Tomac just shading a little further inside than Roczen in each corner.
They see shot with paintball, so a lot of times you'll see riders that have bruises on their arms and places. Just these 4
early. Oh, nice line by Tomac, and a little mistake by Roczen that almost opened the door. Yeah. Haven't seen many passes there. Another shot out of
it. You can see the stripe that he left behind. Can he square it up? This is what we've seen him try and do several times. And Roczen has the inside in this corner. So to square up the corner again. Watch. We've seen this happen.
Yeah, a different line. He's going way wide there.
So eventually you start getting like a little powdery berm that forms, but it gets further and further out. So you got to go out to get to it eventually. He tries to open it.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic to watch. Oh, well, not this time. Tomac had that line the previous lap. Really hammered it this time. A lot of passes in that corner so far this weekend, but Tomac tried the previous lap and pulled it off this time. So
They're not a patient rider whatsoever. Watch, he'll just go straight for it if he gets a chance.
He's got it, almost little contact. Not quite, but enough to make the pass. Really good start this time, and this time he indeed does win it. Eli Tomac, first moto. Then a jump for Barsha. He gets pinched off. Blake Baggett going to beat everyone into the first turn. Bogle going to make a run around the outside. Snuck through and got by both Baggett and Bogle to take the lead.
Whoa, Roczen there. Do you see that? He got a bad kick there. He landed on the hole. Look at this. Calm before
and now Barsha down to the inside on Roczen. And he might have surprised himself on that one. That line presented himself. He kept it wide open. Everything he can to get past Roczen, leaping over that crest and able to shut the door and take the move on Barsha. At that point, Barsha was saying, look at Barsha. He slowed up on the entrance to the corner.
How about Tomac? He really just made the pass on Roczen. It's almost like the 250 class. Different riders, different techniques, different brands. Right now, these guys are flying. Wow.
Musquin, that's the same area we went flying off the track last year with a huge crash.
He's really good there. Now, Tomac, he's going to want to do the same thing. Get around Barsha quick. He's got the inside. I don't think Barsha even knew that.
This is where Tomac has done a lot of damage, but it's also where Musquin took the lead from Barsha earlier.
Yes, somebody's bike just...
To-wheel action here at the wick.
They just got the 2-lap car. Less than 2 laps to go. They are pushing. That section's gotten really treacherous in there. That was the fastest they've been through there in several laps. Their last Eli seems to be right there. Look at him, so strong into some of these downhill, off-cambered, tight turn.
Great spectator section there. You can almost hear them echoing through the valley. Outside line for Tomac. Big charge. Just fun to watch. There's really not much to say except two masters of the game right now. Tomac doing everything right to try to find running room. And
Tomac close. He is close.
Yep. Musquin airing out the top of that jump, even had feet off.
He's trying everything. Marvin keeps closing the door.
Oh! Who's going to get the exit of the corner? Finally, Tomac is able to execute the pass. White flag out, as you mentioned, trying to get Tomac back. You might as well let it all hang out now.
You got to. You've given it everything you've got. This is a huge mental game. It's also a difference. It's a 6-point swing. But
Marvin! Marvin is down. He hits the back of that jump. Little pin down there.
Knows that Marvin went down, but he's got this.
He does. Eli Tomac, a spectacular first moto win here at Southwick. One rider there did not start at all. And it looks like Baggett leading them into the first turn. He's freshly groomed. This is exactly where he wanted to be. Tomac in third behind Lecurcio.
Yeah, Tomac didn't actually have a great rider by getting upset. Whoa. Tomac just attacking that downhill on this open lap.
Okay, so Tomac up to second with Baggett in the lead.
For other riders that may not normally be up there, but Tomac, he's in full attack mode on this opening lap. Rhythm then sort of go from straight to straight.
Baggett flipping over the bars. Unforced error there. Back to work up front.
Man, he just rides with so much intensity. Like right now, he...
On that jump. Wait a minute.
That was
Eli Tomac. That is Eli Tomac on the side of the track. On the side of the track.
That looks mechanical.
Yeah, he's certainly not hurt. I guess he's pulling the bike out of the way. Series in a moto in which he was down at the beginning of the race. What has happened to Tomac? With the left hand, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, though, the rear wheel's still not... We'll talk about strong. Tomac for the middle. Had a good jump, but he gets pinched off. Looks like Ken Roczen going to control it. Motosport.com, whole shot to Roczen.
Very close, almost nabbed it, but Roczen kept it tight, didn't run quite as wide. Also a good stop.
For third place to Tomac off the side. Looks like he recovered pretty quickly, but that was a critical position. Tomac.
It's theoretically a 7th motocross event that he's entered, so not a ton of time. And of course, as you guys were alluding to, sort of caught between a rock and a hard place where you can't make drastic changes.
Big mistake. Musquin lost traction with the back end, lost third and fourth. Musquin and Baggett. And then the leaders, of course, you've got Roczen of the Honda HRC machine and the Monster Cowie of Tomac right behind him. Beautifully, Tomac got right back on him. So that worked out well for Eli, Ryan. Here he comes.
Yeah, searching line choice. Never want to follow the guy. I was a little bit just going to get stuck into a guy's pace.
All right, here we come toward the finish line jump. And it is wheel to wheel. We've been talking about it all year. The battles between now.
Yeah, it kind of looked like maybe Ken is just trying to pick it up a little bit. Maybe feeling
for the pit board too, right? You got the times, one on the top, or Ken's on the top, Eli's on the bottom. So you're aware of like, okay.
He's going to try to take advantage. Big run around the outside.
Wow, that lapper really got in the way.
It's going to make all the difference. And
Tomac, of course.
Yeah, and he did ride pretty patiently too. He did ride the ship, getting the points lead back. Eli Tomac wins the first moto here at Millville. Justin Bogle has been nailing hole shots on that Auto Trader Yoshimura Suzuki ever since out front. Musquin with a good start right behind him in second.
Yeah, good start there from Musquin. You saw some argy-bargy going down there. Right now, I think if you're the riders behind, your first thought is get around them quickly. There you saw Tomac.
After the family that owns this track.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, but there is room at the bottom. He's got him, and I think Roczen does as well.
Yeah, that was line, but Tomac trying that outside. Look at that. Front wheel didn't touch the ground for 3 whoops.
Oh, and it worked.
Talk about a power move.
Going for it, making it hard for Eli. And he's searching. I mean, he's definitely trying different lines and everything. And
Can Tomac hold the inside all the way down this thing? Baggett's going to make it a run around the outside. Nice move by Eli. So the last 5 minutes or so, it's worked out about even.
Yeah.
Tomac hasn't been able to keep closing. Okay, let's see what happens uphill.
Ooh, he's got to run.
Woo, what a drive by Tomac. Headed to the triple. Can shut that door, and he does. That was close.
I thought Tomac had it there halfway up the hill. He just forgot about the inside, just said make the turn. And lap traffic.
One just ahead. About 3 seconds is Marvin Musquin. Now this is the battle for this individual Moto Championship points with each position.
Well, Marvin actually got them that last lap around. He was in the 2:19 run out. He wants this.
Right
Roczen
here.
doing everything he can. Yeah, to the inside.
Oh, might have it. He's actually able to steal Roczen off of the corner. He was able to go from right to left 1 lap ago, and he's going to do it again. Side by side in the corner.
Is he going to be able to do it down the hill?
It's been, probably 18 or 19 minutes to finally make this pass materialize. Eli Tomac is up to second. 2.5 laps to go. What a battle.
Oh, you can tell. Jump at the braking button's got a killer drive. Look at this.
Look at this. He's got the lead already. Unbelievable. Struck instantly. Huge points. And then a bad second moto, also with a couple of crashes at our last event. Led to him handing over the points lead. With a down weekend at Red Bud, he responds with a big 1-1 at Millville. Eli Tomac. Tomac gets buried off the start, and again, the number 19 of Justin Bogle leads them in and out of the first turn. Off the line this year, Ken Roczen right behind him. Also number 4 of Blake Baggett.
Yeah, Justin Hill there in 4th place.
Attacking Bogle. Wow, got that done. That corner is very difficult to make passes in, but Roczen made it happen.
To break for the lead, get out front, and start putting distance on these guys, and hope that someone like Tomac doesn't have enough time to get back. Marvin's been good through these this little twisty, windy section. He's on the inside. Yes, he's done it on the left. He's done it on the right. Pulled off right there.
Oh, and these guys have been battling basically their whole lives through the amateur ranks, 250 class, 450. Oh, so close.
Bosch is so good about that. Watch
Tomac
this.
leaping down to the inside.
Power move, scrubbed that jump, got to the inside, left the braking. Nothing Bosch could do. That was... Yep, front just does not get into that inside right. He wanted to square
This
it.
hill.
He's got the inside line too. Easy of a pass considering you're trying to get around Justin Bosch. Nothing he could do there.
Third and a first. So the 2 title contenders about to do battle here. They have hooked up in a battle for the number 2 position. You saw Roczen just ahead.
Lose the overall.
Yep.
He would go 3-1 to Tomac's 1-2.
Musquin's got to try to beat him back to the inside of this corner. He did, but Tomac's relentless around. He's got it! Huge lead! Musquin grabs a handful of throttle and gets back in front of him.
So he tries
What
again.
a corner from Tomac! Side by side. Musquin's going to take him high. Once a power hill.
You got to get the power to the ground, get your weight back. You got to drive. See them trying to work, get that wheel on the ground. You're driving forward, not in the air. Now,
Musquin outside, and Tomac just made it happen. I was about to compliment. Tomac is now to the rear wheel of Roczen.
And you got Musquin lurking right there. If these guys get in a little, trying to get laps out of the way, let them settle it.
Big jump down the hill. Tomac's got a line to the inside. Roczen rockets out of the corner, holds him at bay. Another shot of the inside. Away a little bit as they push each other.
I think Marvin made a little mistake coming out of that chicane section there. Probably sensing the crowd getting excited. The huge crowd is on these hills under the trees. Big crowd on hand. That's why you hear that roar.
Pulled away a bit from Musquin. Big charge to the wind to Eli. He's on the inside.
What a launch.
He's got the lead.
Angle, if they've got it or not, but he did. Oh, look at that. That was
Lit that corner up. Here it is. Checkered flag. 1-1 sweep in dramatic fashion for Eli Tomac. And then inside works for Baggett. Let's see if he can carry enough corner speed to hold it. The bike is covered. This is Musquin around the outside, challenging Miriam for the lead. So Musquin not messing around.
It once again looks like it's picked up
Ooh, Marvin flirting with the side of the track, but it's going to be enough here to take the lead.
Vision and then crash. You see the team waving him in, trying to keep him calm, get the goggles on, keep the mud out, keep the moisture out, and off you go. Like a NASCAR pit stop. I think a stack of 7 or 8.
Oh, is that the lady that he's passing right there?
It looked like it, but
so.
It's so tough. Yeah, I think you're right.
Bill was second, and he's caught the leader, and the leader, I've got to imagine, his vision problems.
Oh, yeah. And you can see he's not attacking the track. And watch, here he comes.
Wow. So the same thing has happened to both riders, and Tomac takes the lead here at Unadilla. You're not supposed to be able to come through traffic in the mud. He's done it. Whether it be dry or muddy, Eli Tomac's a winner in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. So we're underway with him, and also Marvin Musquin and Barsha come together.
Oh, man, that could have been really bad on the opening lap there.
Jump. Barsha looking for an inside line. Is there any traction? Woo, almost.
And there's Barsha.
Watch this, here it comes. Musquin better be careful. He sliced right back underneath.
Musquin saw that coming.
Yeah.
He backed off to cut him back up the
they
inside.
almost come together. From him. That robbed Musquin of 3 valuable championship points. Musquin's title rival, Eli Tomac, is behind.
The inside leaves it braking late. Knows Musquin's going to try and drag race right here. Whereas Tomac does it more.
Oh, Barsha!
Got on the gas. Wheels came out of that. You see there's a...
Shark is in the water. Eli Tomac in the second half of the final race of the day here at Budds Creek has found another one of what he calls the hero ride. And now we have a fight between the 2 title contenders for second, and Tomac blast past him around the outside.
We saw that a few laps ago when he just had this look, the way he was riding.
Yes.
That, I mean, and for Marvin...
Win so many times, you know he wants this one badly. But Tomac is right there.
Another level, and he does.
Seals it off.
Tomac is just, he's feisty right now. We've seen the Ken Roczen that's been tossed by Tomac and sort of, you know, maybe accepted it or just figured he couldn't run it that quick.
Some of the performances he's put in this year, not the amount of race wins, several riders, Ricky Carmichael, James Stewart, with phenomenal riding. And he's done it again to win here at Budds Creek.